whiskey lovers, and welcome to another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings. And today I am returning to Johnnie Walker because this is a blend, but the higher end. You may remember that recently I spoke to you about the Johnnie Walker Blue Label Ghost and Rare, which centered around Brora, which was an expensive bottle at 250 euros already, so the higher segment, the Epitome of Luxury. But this one is upping the ante. This is the John Walker King George V. It's a beautiful decanter. Let me just take it out of its box for you, if I can, because it's, as you can see, this is, wow. Anyone? Wow. Anyway, King George V, he was the monarch of the British Isles from 1910 until 1936. So over a century ago. And he reigned the British Isles, and in 1934, 2 years prior to his death, he died of bronchitis. He gave the so-called Royal Warrant to John Walker and Sons. So hey, there's no turning back after that now, is there? But it took until 2007, no less, before Johnnie Walker actually came out with a bottle to commemorate that Royal Warrant from King George V with this beautiful, beautiful bottle, John Walker and Sons King George V blended Scotch whiskey. Now, as you can see, it is in a beautiful packaging, and they boldly claim that they composed this whiskey from malts from distilleries that were operational during the reign of King George V. Now, that's not saying much because most of those distilleries are still operational. But on the other hand, quite a few of them are closed. For example, there is some Port Ellen in here, some Glen Albyn, some Cambus even. But I also have it from insiders that among the other distilleries that partly make up this royal blend are, for example, Cardhu, Royal Lochnagar and the likes. So a beautifully hand-blown glass bottle, and the label, which is at 24 degrees exact. Well, there's no label on here, but you can see that it is actually worked out into the bottle. Like I said, it looks beautiful. It's a piece of conversation if you put this on the table. It looks beautiful, and it also looks quite expensive. Wait, it is. This is a 500 euro bottle, so this is far from a whiskey for everyone. And not everyone will be willing or able to put 500 euros on the table for a bottle of whiskey, let alone a blend. Many people think blends are, per definition, inferior to single malts, which is not the case, by the way. I do not subscribe to that vision at all. And I think this is one of those bottles that will prove it again. Unfortunately, it does have a hefty price tag. But then again, it is bottled at 43% ABV, and it was first released in 2007. Is still available nowadays for 500 euro. A copper color, quite orangey in fact. 43% ABV on the nose. It's very soft, it's silky smooth, it's beautifully layered though. I get loads of nuts and ripe red fruits. There's a herbal side there on thyme and maybe even some rose petals. Barley sugar, mild woody notes, but very mild indeed. And it goes towards roasted nuts and dark chocolate. And there is even a hint of smoke all the way in the back. This is a very complex, very layered, very impressive nose indeed. On the palate then. Smooth, oily, mouth coating, very good body, creamy, very spicy as well. I get loads of ginger, I get some cinnamon, some white pepper, and a hint of nutmeg. But then there's also this minty element in there, a leaf of mint, giving it some freshness. The citrus fruit with mostly oranges there. It goes towards a bit of orangettes, maybe some chocolate filled with orange candy-like stuff. Orangettes, that's definitely there. And it may be, dare I say it may be a little less complex than the nose promised, but it's still a very, very silky soft and very seductive whiskey. This is smoother than a baby's backside on the finish then. Medium long, again that touch of mint and mildly drying. Wow, this is again another fantastically luxurious blend that certainly deserves the moniker Royal. Like I said, a conversation piece if you put it on the table. Should you go out there and get a bottle? Well, let me just put it this way. You only live once. Having said that though, for this price you can buy 4 bottles of the Johnnie Walker Blue Label, or even 2 bottles of the Broad and Rare, so apologies, Your Majesty. But it is wonderful, it is grand, but it's just a bit too rich for my blood. But having said that, this is the Epitome of Luxury. The Johnnie Walker King George V, €500. 43% ABV, a beautiful, fantastic bottle. That really gives the lie to the fact that blends were inferior to single malts. They are not. This is a royal masterpiece. And that's all for this Whiskey Rambling, and I hope to see you at one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings real soon. And until then, may the malt be with you.